everybody. I hope you guys can hear me and see me clearly. Today, we are going to be talking about 5 things what not to do with your paycheck. So, I have a whole big list of things that you shouldn't be doing, but let's restrict ourselves to 5 things. So the top one on my list is, and it's not surprising. Um, don't spend it all. So more often than not, we're not taught about money in schools, colleges, or even discuss money at home. So the natural tendency is for us to enjoy that money, right? So we look for immediate gratification and end up spending it all. It's the natural thing for us to do. So don't spend it all. I would recommend you first save a bit and then spend. I'll tell you how you can do that. So save first is a mantra that I follow. In fact, Warren Buffett has said that don't save what's left after spending, spend what's left after saving. So save first, don't spend it all. So the normal good percentage to save, more often than not, I'm asking, okay, what's a good percentage to save? So about 20 to 30% of your income, if you can save, that's a good number. It's a good start. So that's the number one rule. Don't spend it all. Often we give ourselves these excuses saying, I deserve it. If I can't spend even this much, then what am I working for? I deserve to treat myself. Of course, you have your splurging budget and things like that, but don't spend it all. Spend guilt free then. The second rule that I have is don't follow others. We often do what others are doing, right? We are social animals, right? So we like to follow the herd. We like to do what others are doing. So in that, we also like to do what others are doing with their money. So for example, if somebody is investing all their money in an FD, we like to do that as well. If somebody is investing their money in a PPF, we want to do that as well. We think that's a good option. Of course, good options are very subjective, right? So don't follow what somebody else is doing, because that may be right for them, may not be right for you. For example, say two of us are in a similar life profile, life stage, everything, but I may want different things from life. I may want to get married next year. Somebody else may want to get married, say 10 years down the line. So she may be investing in a PPF, while a PPF may be very wrong for me because I need that money next year, where I will not get it. So don't follow others. So that is one definite rule that you should not do, because when you're following others, again, it's you may get the validation from them, but it's not going to serve your purpose. And they may not even be experts. So even if the product is right for them, it may not be right for you, and it may be a completely wrong product for them as well. In fact, I've seen so many people do insurances, and the products are really, really bad in some places. But misery likes company, right? So they're recommending the same product to others, saying maine dala hai, tum bhi dalo. I've done it, why don't you also do it? So the third mantra for me, the third not to do thing, is not to take loans today. And I'm going to be hugely unpopular for saying this, because today we are living in a world where it's BNPL, right? Buy now, pay later. So, and here I am talking about how you should not be taking loans to spend money. So don't take loans. If you understand interest, you earn it. If you don't understand interest, you'll spend it or you'll give it. So understand interest, understand how compound interest works, and earn it. So save, even if it's 500 rupees, 1000 rupees a month, save that money, invest that money, and earn interest on that money. When you're taking a loan, you're paying that money as interest. So where you could have bought something for say 1000 rupees, you're now going to end up spending say 1100 or 1200 rupees. Not even to talk about the mental stress that loans put on us, and the huge burden that interest plays in our lives when we cannot pay EMIs. Whether it's a social pressure, whether it's recovery agencies, there's a huge baggage that comes with loans. Better to avoid it. And where you can delay gratification, for me, it is about delaying gratification as well. So it's a way of life for me. If you're going to want everything today and going to pay it later, it's going to be a very difficult way to live going forward as well. So don't take loans very easily. Don't invest it all in FDs. Now, by specific product specific, don't here. My only product specific, don't. Because when you're investing in FDs, you're forming these habits, right? And when you're starting off and when you invest in FDs, it's a habit. So even when you're going to make more money, this habit is not going to change. And FTs is a great product for saving. It's not an investment. I'm just going to take 1 minute and tell you how FT is not an investment. It's just a saving product. The return on an FT, for example, today is about 6%. Inflation reported is about 5% as well. So if you're going to be earning 6% interest and paying 5% as inflation, don't forget tax. Even if you have a tax in your tax bracket of about 20%, so you're paying 1.2% as interest on 6%, right? So you're technically making how much? You're making negative returns. So for example, if I wanted to buy a chair today, which costs say 100 rupees, but I want it next year. I have that 100 rupees today. So next year the chair will cost me 105 rupees because of 5% inflation. My FD would have given me 106 rupees, but because I have to pay 20% tax, I get 104 rupees and 80 paise. So the chair that I could afford today, I cannot afford tomorrow. I cannot afford next year. So it's a really bad habit for us to have to start investing in an FD. The fifth mantra that I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to open the floor for questions as well. Don't delay things for tomorrow. Don't talk about when I earn so much, when I save so much. Thanks, Alima. When I save so much, when I earn in lakhs, I'm going to save better. When I have a lakh of rupees, I will invest. It doesn't work like that. You are what you are today. So even if you're making 10,000 rupees, the habits that you have today, pretty much these are the habits that you will take forward with you. If you're not saving today, even if you earn a lakh, most probably you're not going to be saving later as well, unless you're only meeting your needs today and have absolutely nothing left for once. In those cases, of course, there will be exceptions. But when you're training your mind in a certain manner, whether it's your pocket money, see your behavior with your pocket money, for example. If you've been a saver, probably you'll be saving even now with even lesser income. But if you've been a spender with your pocket money, even with your starting of your salaries, you will end up being a spender. And when you earn more and more, you will just want more and more. We feel that, if we are going to earn more, our needs are going to stay the same. So we will save much more later. But it doesn't work like that. Our wants keep increasing, our lifestyle expenses keep increasing, the barrier keeps increasing. So when that happens, you will continuously keep reaching upwards and continuously taking loans to meet those needs. So for example, if you say, for example, you've started earning say 20,000 rupees a salary, right? And if you've not saved, and you tell yourself, I'm going to save when I earn a lakh, and if you've started taking loans even now, most probably when you're earning a lakh, you will still continue to take loans and you will still continue to live on your future income. So don't do that. Never live on your future income. Um, I'm going to end this with a quick. I'm not looking for for Prince Charming, but I'm looking for a sword. I think everybody should be inspired by this. I think this is a message for all women, saying, you should look for your sword. See how you can achieve financial independence. See what you can do to make your money work. Don't ignore this. Most of us, I won't say hide, but we get bogged down with financial matters. Don't do that. Get ready to manage your money, how you manage your careers, how you manage your life, your children, how you manage everything. Get ready to manage money as well. Of course, there's a learning curve, and learn it. Start today. Don't regret what's happened in the past. Start today. Don't look for excuses here. This is the worst thing that you can do to yourself. The best gift that you can give yourself today is this word of financial independence. So make sure that you're finding this word. In Lean, and Sheryl Sandberg says this, that women don't take up a responsibility unless they feel 100% ready for it. And I think that is the thing that stops women from taking charge of money matters as well, because we can't get 100% ready for this, right? Things are changing minute by minute. Somewhere something in the world is happening, and it impacts your money, it impacts investments. So to make sure that we are not bogged down by this, start somewhere, start small, make smaller mistakes. So in my session, I'm not just telling you what not to do, I'm also telling you a little bit of things that you can do as well. So make mistakes, but make those small mistakes. Don't let these mistakes hamper your bigger goals. Don't go all in, dip your feet in the water when you're starting. I'm happy to take any questions that are there, if there are questions indeed.
Hi, Shweta. Thank you for an amazing session. And I do not see any questions here now, but a lot of comments and conversations on that FDs is definitely a good. Your inputs on FDs was very very valuable, and I think the part
Thank
on
you.
don't take
Yes.
loans, that is the one mistake that I think I made very very early on in my life. So thank you for taking us through some of these conversations. And like you said, financial independence is really what I think can change the way women and careers, and the way we look at how we can be independent and take the right and the correct decisions at the right time. I see we have another guest.
Yeah, we just put our hand in the door, so he's not staying with anybody else right now.
Yeah, yeah. See, it is like one of our panelists earlier said. It is about showing up, no matter what, because there is a commitment to show up, and there you are. So, thank you so much, Shweta, for this session. It was a pleasure having you, and I'm sure we'll have more and more questions directed to you on your LinkedIn posts. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thanks for having me, Anjali.
Yeah, yeah. So, everyone, I hope you've had an interesting 2 hours. I definitely did. There was so much of conversation and so many, many takeaways that we had at the end of today. Today, we will close right here and see you tomorrow again at 3 p.m. for another set of conversations that we have lined up. We have a lot of interesting panels and some sessions coming up. Don't forget to tune in, and see you on the other side. Thank you so much.